Hare, Hare Krishna everyone, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. And today I'm gonna present on this topic cleanliness as a Vaishnava principle. It's not merely a chore, it purifies our body, mind, and heart. We might think
Uh,
cleanliness is only.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Sorry to interrupt, uh, but it's important. That's why I interrupted. Generally, it's a good practice to begin with some prayers, Mataji, and then we start. Okay,
Okay, Prabhuji.
whatever you can, Srila Prabhupada Pranati or Om Gyan, whatever little. It's always good to start with the prayers, seek the blessings of acharyas, and then begin. Okay, please some prayers, and then you can continue.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Uh,
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. You can continue that.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. Can I start, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna Mahamantra,
Uh,
and then you can.
um, like, uh,
I'm saying
yeah.
you can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then you can start, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Mataji. Please start.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Today I'm gonna present on this topic cleanliness as a Vaishnava principle. For a devotee and everyone, it's not just merely a kind of work. It kind of purifies our body, mind, and heart. And we might think cleanliness is generally related to only physical one, but it touches different parts of our life. Like with body, we're gonna clean it with bathing and like changing with the new dress, applying tilaka and grooming, and the mind, the purification comes from this uh, removing the bad qualities like lust, anger, greed, and envy. For the speech, it comes from the removing gossips and like lessening them and using less harsh words and kind of removing criticism from our kind of talkings. And environment, it kind of comes from keeping our surroundings, our home, temple, and everything neat. And heart, kind of it purifies through the chanting of the holy name Krishna. Generally, purification occurs in these 5 ways. For the body, it's purified by the bathing, like it's gonna clean all the sweat and dust we accumulated over the day. For the wealth, if we're gonna give something as a charity, we're gonna lose some kind of attachment to that. However, in I mean like during our death, we need to be like losing that, so it kind of like weakens our attachment to our wealth. So charity helps purification. And for the mind, like controlling the senses helps a lot, like satisfying with what we have, and just kind of working on that, but not attaching too much on our sense gratification helps a lot in purifying our mind. And being free from anger, and all those bad qualities lust keeps our mind pure. And senses, we can be controlled of them by the discipline, kind of practicing the austerity over the span of more like over the span of the days. If we practice that, we can get some kind of control on the senses. And from the soul, it gets purified by the self realization. What what our motive is and what should we do according to our circumstances and our responsibilities as a child and all. It comes from that. And coming to the external cleanliness of a devotee, uh, uh, some kind of standards we need to follow are daily bath mostly in the morning. It helps a lot in, I mean, like in concentrating and on all the tasks. Wearing the fresh and washed clothes, like uh, washed clothes generally not with the soap, with also the water, because of its antiseptic nature. It can be used to wear those clothes. And a clean bead bag, like Srila Prabhupada kept his bead bag fresh every day. He used to wash it with the water every day. So he kept that ideal for all of his life. Um, and tilaka applied neatly and neatly cut hair. And for the brahmacharis, it's specifically mentioned that they need to cleanly shave their head. And some of the things like bath taken after cutting nails, shaving, or passing stool. And here one of the uh, Radhesham Prabhuji in one of the lecture described that a senior devotee, like when he saw the Prabhupada's, I mean, like clean dress and fresh bead bag, it inspired him to change his uh, worn bead bag from that day. And he went and bought a new one, and always kept his bead bag fresh for the rest of his life. And living a clean and simple life, like it's a kind of an ideal, like following good habits. And if we, I mean, like if we organize our room clean, it gonna organize our thoughts a lot, and it will be reducing the kind of clutter in our brain, and we will be more focused in the daily tasks. And that way it supports the inner one, like our focus. And we feel very happy, like by cleaning our environment and ourselves, we gonna attract less kind of health problems. So it's gonna be very easy to deal with our life. uh, uh, these kind of good habits, when consistently followed, it becomes a discipline, and it becomes our life. And we will be like a peaceful and focused. Because of that, we will be healthy and very peaceful, and we will be following some kind of routine in our day. um, Coming to purity related to our speech, we need to cultivate harikatha and glorifying Krishna, instead of speaking the gossip and rumors of about others. And secondly, we need to encourage others instead of using harsh words, like speaking mildly, sweetly, and truthfully or beneficially will be very good for the, I mean, like to make the others understand our points is very, I mean, like is very essential, instead of fault finding and criticism. If we do that, they might not listen to that. So the pleasing one would be a beneficial one. And our speech should be grounded in shastra, like it should be backed with that. And help, I mean, like the thoughts around the shastras help, I mean, like help us to deal our life in a positive way, think in the positive way, instead of speaking some kind of offensive talks and all. Bhagavad Gita on clean speech and mind. In Bhagavad Gita 17.15, it's been discussed by Dashrath Priyadas Prabhuji in one of the classes. Uh, Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others. Also, regularly reciting Vedic literature, and and as I already said before, speaking in a pleasing and beneficial way would be helpful in making others understand and kind of um, improving our speech and all. And second one is Bhagavad Gita 17.16, austerity of mind. uh, Satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self control, and purification of one's existence are austerities of the mind. Like satisfying with what we have, and like having self control on our senses, uh, kind of makes us to deal with a good kind of habits. And like if we cultivate self control, we would not be thinking too much about our tongue sense gratification, like what to eat. And we would get a lot of self control after achieving that tongue control of sense gratification. And living a simple life would kind of remove the clutter in our mind. Having the simple kind of habits and a daily routine kind of gives austerity to mind, and gravity to our thought, and deep introspection of our thought also gives austerity of our mind. And being straightforward in our dealings gives our kind of life's existence purity. Coming to purity in diet, we need to follow vegetarian only diet, and it should be cooked and offered one, and it will be honored as prasadam. We need to take it in the moderation, not overindulge it. And and sometimes outside food will be labeled as vegetarian, but it might contain animal products also. Kind of some, I mean, like sometimes we can't completely rely on them. And even the outside food contains a lot high amount of preservatives, so it would be like very good if we eat fresher ones. Kind of like it affects a lot. Doctors say it is not really good kind of eating outside. uh, Temple and home cleanliness, like we need to wash our utensils and plates immediately after use, because it's gonna like uh, um dirt gonna build it up, and it becomes very hard for our sink to maintain and all. It attracts some kind of mosquitoes and insects. And we need to keep our washrooms and bathrooms spotless and dry. It gonna kind of being dry, it gonna attract lot of less infections. um, we need to clean our prasadam area right after eating. It gonna create a nice temple kind of vibe over there. And coming to fold and storing bedding after we wake up, it like we don't feel in the rest of the day to sleep on the bed. um, Kitchen and waste disposal areas, kind of they need to be kind of sealed. Otherwise the smell would attract the mosquitoes. Cleanliness matters because it prevents diseases. Maintaining our surroundings clean, especially in India, um, in the like monsoon time, whenever we have the stagnant water, there mosquitoes build up, and there would be more, I mean, like cases of dengue diseases. And it like maintaining our area clean without stagnant water, I mean, like removes all these diseases. And and they are the breeding grounds of germs and infection, and so cleanliness matters a lot. It develops a sattva guna, like if we fold our bedding, we don't feel like laziness, tamoguna, and it automatically develops sattva guna in us. And by by speaking mildly softly, it develops goodness in us. uh, it also pleases Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, like avoiding contamination through following four regulative principles, like no meat eating. Like it also helps us avoiding violence towards our other living beings, no intoxication, free from these things like alcohol and drugs, no gambling, no illicit sex. Like they avoid a contamination in our senses and consciousness. They help a lot in like self our bodily self control, and cleanliness of mind and heart. uh, when we constantly observing the thought of Krishna, we will kind of detach from the material things a lot. A clean heart attracts Krishna, and Krishna, I mean, like, he can peacefully reside in our heart if our heart is clean. This is from Shrilastakam verse 1, Seto Darpana Marjanam. Uh, the chanting of holy name cleanses our heart. It also uh, kind of cuts off this birth and death cycle, when we like kind of detach from the material things. Um, Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, serving fellow devotees, remembering Krishna always helps us like cleansing our heart and becoming like a kind of service oriented person. Uh, Lord Chaitanya himself cleaned the Gundicha temple, and for some festivities, uh, Lord Chaitanya himself set an idol. He with the some other devotees together. I mean, like they clean the surroundings temple and all. And the Prabhuji like praised the ones who collected most amount of dust. And when we do cleaning, this is a simple like devotional service. It is kind of for the Lord's pleasure, Sri Krishna's pleasure. Coming to the this is the some picture from the other years. They set the idol by following the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ideals. They have cleaned the surroundings as well, surrounding the Gundicha temple. And these kind of community cleanup drives kind of inculcates kind of cleanliness around us, beyond our surroundings as well. Deity worship demands cleanliness. We need to bath before approaching the deities or deities' clothes. Uh, we need to change to our new clothes after passing stool. We should not bite our nails in the temple, and we need to cleanse the deity room daily, and all. Srila Prabhupada on cleanliness. Uh, Marjana means cleaning. Um, um, uh, cleaning cleaning helps remove that kind of laziness. By purifying our heart, it becomes easy to Krishna to reside there happily. And Uh, Here, Srila Prabhupada instructed in the previous days to the devotees to clean their plates and pots immediately after eating prasadam. They kind of followed it immediately, and uncleanliness, like it gonna create clutter, and then it gonna give us some kind of laziness. Then our mind becomes clouded, and it also attracts physically kind of germs, insects and rats, external elements, and our consciousness is pulled towards tamoguna. uh, this is Radhesham Prabhuji's lecture, and where their devotees didn't keep their room neat, and it attracted rats. When they went to Prabhuji whether they have to kill the rats, then Prabhupada said that uh, um, it's I mean, like, it's you should be killed because it's your fault, for not keeping a room and surroundings unclean, and it's not like, you need to be get punished like that. um, uh, when we are clean, we are in the spiritual world. When we are dirty, we will be pulled towards the material world. These are kind of I mean, like, daily habits to maintain the cleanly and healthy life. Wake up early and bath, wear fresh washed clothes, and apply tilaka, chant rounds attentively, wash hands before eating prasadam, clean prasadam area right after eating, like keeping our room and bead bag clean, so with clean heart all day. And we need to practice cleanliness without extremism. Like, we need, when we kind of more obsessed on the cleaning, it becomes like our mind deviated on that only. We need to uh, invest some time in that, but we need to mainly focus on the smaranam and service thing, other service thing. Neglecting completely will be like, it will give us some physical diseases, and it will inculcate laziness and all the in our life. We need to be in kind of right in the middle of both the qualities. We need to be alert and attentive to check everything whether it's going well, without disturbing everything in our life. These are the key takeaways. Any questions?
Thank you, Bhavya Mataji. Excellent presentation. You covered many, many good aspects from all different angles, along with some Shastra, some some practical examples, quote from Radhesham Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada. So excellent combination. I like overall. So, dear devotees, want to ask some question to Mataji, and everybody has to ask. I don't need to repeat. So, but you want to begin?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhuji, I
Yes,
begin.
Mataji.
Uh, Bhavya Mataji covered so many points. Mm, like we need to be, yeah, Prabhu.
No question.
No, no questions. Actually, no questions, Prabhuji. Like she explained very
Okay.
well, so there are no questions. No questions. If even if I have to tell anything, I will also repeat the same points. No questions, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yash Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Ji. Dandavat Pranam Prabhu Ji.
Yeah, yeah, Prabhuji. Thank you for your presentation, Mataji. Uh, you will explain like majority of the topics. Not only we have to uh, keep our cleanliness outside the body, on the body, but inside the body as well. Uh, but I have a question. If we have to uh, educate a young child, a young kid regarding cleanliness, how can we educate or tell him within a simple words with this topic?
Um, kind of related to their cleanliness, or
Yeah, cleanliness in their cleanliness, and also in terms of with the spirituality, how they can start their journey since the childhood.
uh, probably they kind of see majoritarily their parents. So if they follow, I mean, like in the young days, it will be very difficult for child to like take take cleanliness as a part of like us as a people. It will be very difficult for them to understand, but coming to the 5 6 year old child can maintain their things clean, and can they try like they might be in the phase to not throw dust anywhere in the temple or their house. They can they can develop this kind of habits. Probably come related to saying that we can, as a somebody dealing with other person's child, we can say them to like throw that in the like throw something in the dustbin, but we can't assign much tasks to the children. uh,
Okay.
for for a child,
Mhm.
they're like they are very small and mild, so we need to deal with them like sweetly. We like in a sweet tone.
Mhm. Yeah, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. But what I have observed, a a young child who is very enthusiastic in learning everything, and if we uh, and he wants to do something, if we tell him or guide him regarding cleanliness of his own, and also into how you can purify yourself, uh, are very willing to adapt it and continue to do the practice as they grow. Um, yep, Mataji, I got your point. Yeah, Prabhuji, you want to add something?
Uh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
No, no. She wonderfully explained, Prabhu. She wonderfully explained. Being a child, one cannot expect. Yes, but the best point is that if we want to teach somebody, Srila Haridas Thakur, if you want to teach somebody, the best way to teach is by our own examples. So if some
Mm.
children is there, if parents are themselves clean, naturally it's very natural for the child to learn those habits. Yeah, so it should be, first for inspiration, and if not, but sometimes we are required, to tell that person or motivate that person so that that person can improve in those standards. But it should be done very cautiously, very carefully, and unless and until we don't have a relationship with that person or we are his authority, especially when we are dealing with adults, we have to be careful because the false ego comes in the pictures for both the parties, and that may destroy the relationship. So it has to be done, with children and all. It's okay, but when it comes to adults or any other person, it has to be dealt in a very nice way. And the best way is to inspire by our own example. So that is what I understand, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhuji, thank you, thank you. I understand your point.
Sure. Hare Krishna. Nice question, Prabhuji. So,
Hare Krishna.
Rachna Mataji, please go ahead. The floor is yours for all the question to Bhavya Mataji. She is your
She is
best
your
friend.
best friend. Hare Krishna, no questions, Prabhuji.
What? No question. You have to ask question to your best friend now. And it should be the toughest one.
No, Prabhuji.
Otherwise, I'll ask Bhavya Mataji to ask question from you.
Sorry.
No question?
No
Okay,
question, Prabhuji.
What did Bhavya Mataji explain about internal cleanliness?
Like instead of gossiping, we can read Harikatha kind of things like this.
But will that clean internal cleanliness? Are you sure?
Chanting.
Yeah, chanting.
Okay. Your voice is breaking, Mataji.
Uh, yeah, just these points, Prabhuji. I remember these points.
Yes, actually, she mentioned a very, very important point: external, internal cleanliness. So, internal is very, very crucial as well, because we are always attacked by so many things of this world. In fact, I don't want to say tell you all of you, but I'll tell you yesterday also.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to here in Florida, and I went outside for some purpose, and I'm seeing all obscene picture all around me. Some places, some inappropriate clothes, or something is there. You know, and naturally the consciousness get disturbed. And the mind get disturbed when you see something like that. You know, so immediately, and also based on our past experiences, our past life conditioning, our sanskara, impressions, those things keep hammering us throughout our life. Throughout our life, it keep hammering us like anything. So the consciousness is like a mirror, right? Cheto darpan marjanam. So darpan, consciousness is like our darpan, mirror, which keep getting dirty time to time. If we don't clean it, the mirror will be naturally get dirty. The dirt will naturally sit on that mirror, right? So it always require a cleaning from our side. Therefore, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, hearing Krishna Katha, Hare Katha, you know, waking up in the morning, chanting this mantra, hearing Katha. This is the process to clean our consciousness, to clean the what we experiences throughout our day, and also to prepare us for the day, also for prepare so that we won't get attacked by so many bad things of this world, so many wrong things of this world. So our consciousness, our chitta, our man, we have to save time to time so that it won't get dirty. And there will be circumstances it will get dirty, but we should know the art how to clean it. So this is very, very important point, very, very crucial in the path of bhakti as we progress.
You probably.
Thank you, Mataji. Shreya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Bhavya Mataji has given wonderful lecture. I really like so many points. She gave examples in Bhagavad Gita, and she covered many different aspects of cleanliness, internal, external, speech, different things, and emphasized chanting and reading Harikatha. And um, yeah, she almost covered. Almost not. She covered every single point. That's very impressive. Yeah, I have no questions at the moment. Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji. One more question, one more point. I really liked Bhavya Mataji mentioned that whenever we pass stool, we should go and take shower. So in office setting, this is not possible, so that's okay. So generally, most of the devotee follow this standard. Right? We take shower in the morning at least once in a day. But if during the day we happen to pass stool, then we just go and take shower. So that that cleanliness is maintained. Otherwise, we are not clean actually. So please try to follow that standard. It doesn't take long, just taking a shower once we pass stool. Okay. So very nice point. Puja Mataji, any questions from your angle?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Uh, I have no questions from my end, Prabhuji. As everyone mentioned, uh, Bhavya has told us everything about cleanliness, and she covered most of the things. How one's surroundings should be clean, how they have to be clean internally, externally, and everything very nicely, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mataji.
thank you, Prabhuji.
So the Shashank Prabhuji, you can definitely share
Hare,
something.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Even I don't have any questions, but I can add a point, Prabhuji. I like when Bhavya Mataji mentioned about internal cleanliness because Acharyas describe when our heart become as pure as butter in compassion and as soft as as soft as butter in compassion, as white as butter in purity. So that's when the butter thief will steal our heart. So so
Mhm.
when we do the chanting, it cleanses our heart. Most of us we don't even realize we are covered with six anarthas, but once we realize and do the chanting, Chaitadarpana Marjanam, so it will clean the heart and then it will purify our heart, Prabhuji. So that's a life. And sorry.
Wonderful. No, wonderful. The Shikshastakam prayers are the topmost prayer given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the only 8 stanza Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. And this describes the entire practice of bhakti from the very beginning to the topmost level of bhakti. Only 8 prayers. Hari Parshad Prabhu is giving amazing classes on Shikshastakam series. So every verse is loaded with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, deep, very deep meaning. And can you imagine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, only writing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives and start with Cheto Darbana Marjana. Can you imagine the very first word he uses Cheto, Chetana, consciousness, Chitta. The very first word he uses Cheto, Darpan, mirror, Marjanam, cleaning. Can you imagine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, starting with this? Cheto Darpan Marjanam. So very crucial, very crucial. Okay, I think everybody is covered. 2 points from my angle, Bhavya Mataji. So I like your presentation very much, but some parts were repetitive. So, like you mentioned, Sharabopad, similar things 2 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So some part, especially in the end, slide number 15, 16, those slides were repetitive, some part of those. Other that, I think it's okay to use AI. I don't mind it. But I like the point that you have verified things that you did not use, you did not believe as it is when it comes through. So I think you have gone through that part. And it's always also a good idea whenever you quote somebody. I like the way you quoted Bhagavad Gita 17th chapter. The references was given. Similarly, if we quote Srila Prabhupada also, it's always good to give, which talk or which class or when did he quote that particular part. It's always makes us very authentic when we say, Srila Prabhupada said this on this lecture. I'm not sure when Srila Prabhupada said this, we should wash our bead bag every day. You said this statement, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure actually. I have not heard. Maybe you can send me. So if Srila Prabhupada has quoted that part. But yeah, time to time we should wash, that I know, but not every day. That I have not heard. So I'm just sharing you. Don't take it as a criticism. It's just a healthy discussion, and we improve each other. Uh, so we should always be a little bit cautious, Mataji. I've seen many devotee quotes, so many things from here, there, everywhere. Once you know little scripture, you can very easily change it, very easily flexible based on your needs. We change the scripture based on what suits us. I have seen it very much. We can quote different statement, quote Srila Prabhupada, quote different acharyas. What we like, we will quote. What we don't like, we will not quote. So just being very careful when we bring those things in the picture. Other than that, excellent presentation. Excellent. You mentioned very, very different points. And please share your presentation in the group. And I think no more edits from your side. I like the presentation. And I am also waiting from the presentation from the two great souls. They have not sent their presentation. I don't know when they will send. So I'm talking. I think
Prabhuji,
you
mine
both
is on the way, Prabhuji.
on the way, and Yash Prabhu has presentation has gone. I don't know where.
Also on the way, Prabhuji.
Okay, let's see. Today, all three of your presentation should be there, and both of your needs to be whatever the correction was given need to be corrected. Okay, thank you,
Yep.
Prabhuji. I have to cook. I have to go to Gainesville today morning. So I'm missing all of you very much. Yes, things are going a little bit here and there, not settling in. I don't have internet also in the home. So please keep me in your prayers, and please forgive me. I might keep telling things to you. So please give me. Hare Krishna ki jai.
Hare
Bhavya
Krishna.
Mataji ki jai. Thank you, Bhavya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhu.